Right, recording. It's awesome. It's Monday. The cat's gonna teach you guys today how to be a real lazy bum. Right, Kiki? All right, let's jump in. So let's start today with revisiting microcosmic orbit breathing. So if you remember, sorry about the dogs. If you remember the cosmic breathing starts at the base of the spine and in a yang or an active fashion shoots up the spine all the way to the crown of the head, and then you get to the yin line and it just washes down passively. So it's helpful to think about those two aspects of it. The yang, the active, and then the yin, the passive, and that's how I visualize this breath moving around. So let's go ahead and do that and go at whatever pace is comfortable, but really try to watch the energy like it's like a lightning rod, or like a, I don't know, like it's just light going up and then like washing down. So I see it as like a strong, focused line and then a diffuse line on the front. All right, let's try it. Of course, settling into a tall seat, relaxing the bridge of the eyebrows, ground the sits bones down to the floor. And when you feel settled into yourself mentally, then you can start initiating that visualization of the microcosmic orbit breathing. Do roughly 5 rounds. And once you've completed your 5th round, you can gently open the eyes. And we'll just move right into rolling the head softly around. Keep with a nice, full, easy breath. And reverse. And back to the hands into the thigh. Roll the shoulders back. And flip the palms, roll the shoulders forward. Let's take the wrists to face forward. Inhale. And as you exhale, press the wrists forward and the palms down. Nice big stretch along the palms of the hands and through the fingers. And peel them up slowly. Do a few wrist rolls. And then circle the waist. And go down closer to the floor. Stop at the top and go the other way. soft along the eyebrows, third eye center, nice and open. Get deeper with your circles. And coming to tall seat. Take your right heel off your right knee or off of a straight leg. Sit up tall, always in the face. Crank the ankle around using just your hand. Try not to use your foot to make the circle at all. Just let it be passive. And reverse. A little mini foot massage. Pull the toes apart. Press through the sole of the foot. And switch. And try to round or collapse through the spine. Stay nice and tall. Breathing fully. Switch. And massage through. Alright. Head on over to tabletop. Inhale, look up, stretch the eyeballs way back into the skull. If you want to add a little tongue stretch, you can do that too. And then exhale around, looking towards the knees. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Circle the waistline. And reverse. Nice. Puppy dog, walk the fingers forward, shoot the hips high, press the armpits down. Breathe here. And come back to neutral. Let's do some extensions today. So let's take the right hand forward and the left heel straight back. And then get longer along that plane, like you have a rod going through the middle of your whole body, and you're stretching along that line. And then for a little challenge, let's take both the arm and the leg out a little bit to the sides, and to the center, to the sides, and center. And the last one to the side and hold. Try to keep looking down so you don't crunch up the neck. And extend back center. Let's take a little child's pose before we do the other side. And coming back center, take the left hand forward, right heel back, get really long through that center line. The right hand should be right under the shoulder, and then kick to the sides, and middle. Again, try to keep the gaze down towards the floor, keeping a long back of the neck. Last kick here, hold. And extend to the center. Tuck the toes here, bring the feet wide, like to the outer edges of the mat, or even farther. And we'll hit our deep squat. Just press the knees out a few times. And rock side to side. And then anchor the left hand, push the right inner knee away. Let it drop back and push back out. And hold here. Deep breath. Good. Forward fold, go ahead, straighten the legs. Shake that yes and no. And back to deep squat. Anchor the right hand, left leg, left inner knee out wide. Back and forth. Just teasing this inner leg line open since we're going to be using a lot. And hold with the push. And go ahead, turn the toes forward, straighten the legs, hold either elbow, rock back side to side. And release the elbows, bend the knees a little bit, roll up slowly. Bring the head up last, arms overhead. And take a little back bend onto there. And release that out. Just a tiny bit here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press the palms up, squeeze your belly in. Pulse the belly in a few times, stimulating the internal organs. And you can let that go, lean. And center. And lean. And center. Full circle. And other way. Toes reach up. Visualize your personal bubble around your body, inside of which is only you and your pure essence, outside of which we can place any concerns, issues, people, problems. They'll be there when we need them later. So just making a little boundary between our personal practice and everything else in the world. And slowly scrape the inside of that as you come down, feeling this membrane like a living thing. Take a wide stance. Inhale up the back body, same thing. Okay, just switch it around. Alright, hold the breath in. Exhale from the heart center all the way down to empty. Completely empty the breath. Initiate your inhale up the spine with that yang line, strong yang line. Exhale, diffuse light down the front body like rain, gentle rain. Up the spine like a geyser. Exhale, light spring rain down the front, easy. Inhale, strong up the back. Soft down the front, bend the knees. Anchor the feet into the floor evenly. Inhale up to the eyes. Exhale, push forward. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale through. Exhale, push to the side. Gather back. Return to navel. Circle the belly. Turn the toes out. Place the hands down. Push the inner knees wide. Deep breath here. You can add ujjayi. Turn the toes forward. Now extend long spine. And exhale, fold Prasarita. Let's see if I got a note in the chat here. Just lost someone. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Taking it into our twists. Both hands to the right side. Lay the low belly on top of the right thigh and pull, pull, pull the forehead in. Try to elongate along the spiral of the left ribs. And really go for that inversion of the blood flow in the head by pulling the forehead to touch the leg or as close as you can. Inhale, right hand up. And cross and hang. Breathe in between the shoulder blades. Taking that over to the left. Lay the belly in. Pull the head into the knee. Elongate to the right rib spiral. Take that left hand up. Opposite cross. And breathe into the back. Release both legs. Let's take the hands into the hip crease. Completely arch through the spine. Coming up to standing, release the tailbone down. Hop out. Set up at the top here. Ground evenly through both feet. Feel every toe pad actively seeking roots down into the earth. Feel the heel heavy down into the earth. You're sparking conversation with the grounding energy that is naturally ever present and provided by Mommy Earth. And then from that we shoot up, out, invite spaciousness into the heart, clarity into the third eye center. Inhale.
Reach up. And press the palms, fold down the center. Inhale, extend. Step or jump. Back to plank. Make sure your hands are right under the shoulders. Charge the heels back as you firm the belly up towards the spine. And give a little shake if you want. Why the hell not? And let's come all the way down to the belly. Moving into our Shalabhasana sequence. So we'll inhale to a little cobra, just lift the chest. Exhale to the center. Twisting cobra, look over your right shoulder and press on your right hand. And release down. Over the left side. And down. Back to center. Clasp the hands behind, Shalabhasana. Lift the toenails. Nice back strengthener here. Keep the gaze 45 degrees down so we don't end up with this crunch neck thing. You always want to look for some length, almost always in through the neck region. And release down, your left cheek down, passive neck stretch here. Can shake the hips side to side. Releasing the back. And another round Shalabhasana. Hold the fingers, lift the toes. And release the right cheek down. Bend both knees for bow pose. Grab either ankle or foot. Once you got a hold of there, you're going to lift the chest up and kick the feet into the hands and try to do nothing with the arms. Just let it get pulled back with the strength of your kick. Keep kicking. Stay center or add a rocking all the way over onto each shoulder for a side bow variation. Ending strong and press back to child's pose. Side out. Tuck the toes under. Move into rabbit pose. So bring the inner and heels together. Try to get all of your toe pads on the floor. If you need to use your hands to do that, that's fine. Just give a little extra credit toe stretch into this pose. So from here, this is a nice pose on its own with a nice tall spine and a beautiful toe stretch. We'll add to it holding on to the heels. Kind of awkward to get there, but just do your best to hold the heels. Once you've got a hold of them, keep a hold of them, press the hips high, and try to get your forehead near or on your kneecaps as you keep pressing the hips high. Like one of the most intense low back stretches that I know of. And slowly come out when you are ready. So walk the hands forward, press up to downward facing dog, and walk the feet out. Nice. So settle into a static downward facing dog. Reach your left hand back to your right calf, and then turn the chest over to the right, looking up to the right ceiling. Nice. And we'll take the other side. So the right hand grabbing for the left calf, and then turn to look up under your left armpit. Nice little twisting inversion of downward facing dog. And I'm coming back to a regular dog. Go ahead and lift the right heel straight back for standing split. Keep inching that higher towards the ceiling. And stretch through knee to nose. Bring the right foot as far as you can before you plop it down. Left hand's going to stay on the floor and right wing open. And close on the breath. And open, inhale. And close. Slow motion bird flapping. We'll hold this here. Try as graceful as you can. Switch up to standing crescent. Really press the left knee, back of the kneecap up. Reach through the fingernails. And then close in with the hands as you shift the left heel down for warrior one. So take a little back bend here. And go ahead and pull straight away through the vinyasa. This time to upward facing dog. Meeting in down dog. Left heel straight up. Hips are square. Inch that heel higher. And higher. And then come through a tight knee to nose as far forward as you can. And drop off that left foot between the hands. Right hand is down or on a fist if it's another option. And then open left wing and close. And open and then close. Open to stay or go right up into a standing crescent twist. Charge the right heel back. Reach through the fingertips. Close it in with your arms. Drop the left heel, warrior one. Let's do a couple of arm circles here. So connect the middle finger and thumb. Draw a big circle in space as you come forward. Wrists kiss. Stay bent in your left knee. And then moving to a lotus shape hand, we come opposite way forward. Nice. We'll just take this down through vinyasa. Settle into your down dog again. Bend the right knee. Open through the hip. Circle. One way and the other. Flip around if you like and reach the hands wide as the hip pointers lift up towards the ceiling. And come back around, keep your right knee lifted. And we'll come through knee to nose. Drop the left heel for warrior 2. Switch directions. Nice strong warrior 2. Activate the inner leg line. These inseams into like this center point. Side angle, draw a long line from your left pinky to your left pinky toe. Core challenge, lift to parallel. Keep your inner leg line squeezing in. And then transition back to warrior 2. Take it backwards for reverse warrior. Look up towards the ceiling. And back to 2. Straighten your right leg. Tip as far forward as you can. And take it down for triangle pose. Ideally, both legs are straight. Your hand doesn't need to be all the way down. It can be wherever it lands to accommodate a straight leg. And let's take the left hand to the left hip and just hop a little bit forward. Orient the toes more straight ahead. Choose either holding both elbows or reverse prayer. Pyramid pose, hinge at the hips, lead with your chin. Go as far as you can without bending the legs. This is one of the weird times that we do kind of crunch the neck, but think of it more as a front throat stretch. Let's just kick up into a little standing split while we're here. So let's take the hands down to frame just ahead of the right foot. Lift that left leg straight up, square hips. See if you can get a little higher through the heel. And then step back, wide back through 2. Good. So now we'll move into our lunge sequence. So pretty wide stance here. Hold the collarbones across the chest. And we're just going to bend one knee and the other, never letting this, for this variation, the foot come up. So this is a limiting point in a lot of people's bodies for how far you can get down. At some point it just doesn't want to go. So this simple back and forth with a lot of attention to this outer blade, staying really having a lot of integrity into the floor, is a great way to start to gain some ankle mobility. And then there's the variation where you come down and you flex the foot. Getting a little closer to the floor. Careful when you put it back down. And switch. And you can use your hands totally here to, if you're finding it hard to get back up, just use your hands, no big deal. If you want to be all cool, you can do some I don't know what. Need things with your hands, whatever you want to do. You know, this getting into crane, but not to jump the gun. So, all right. So then, I think we did crane last week, so we'll do Sarpa this time. And I'll call the 7 movements of Sarpa. Sarpa means snake. So starting to mirror me on the side, bend, drop the head, look at your other foot, snake and slither across, bend the other knee, straighten out the head, Lift only the torso and straighten the other leg. Other side, bend, drop, turn and look, bend the other knee, straighten out, lift just the torso, and straight. See why we work on these inner leg lines a lot. It's a lot for those, so it's good. So, do a little on the other side. Take a moment to ground down into the earth. Feel the heaviness and the solid quality of earth holding you fast, and how that gives way to a freedom in the upper body. Inhale, reach up. And fold. Extend. Jump or step through vinyasa. Bend the left knee and open the hip. Circle. Both directions. Flip around and press the hips up. And bring it back around, holding this three-legged down dog. Swing through. Drop the right heel, warrior two. Activate the inner leg line. Reach through the fingertips. Strong bend in the left knee. Side ankle. Parallel arms. Back to two. Reverse. Back to two. Straighten the left leg. Tip forward. Triangle. Flatten the torso against an imaginary pane of glass. Take your right hand to the right hip. Hop forward. Choose your hands. Arch through the back, hinge at the hips. Chin towards the big toe. Draw the left hip back. Release the hands down to the mat. Lift the right heel up, standing split. Let's just meet the right foot to the left foot. Forward fold. Hang here, sway side to side. Let's micro bend the knees and roll up, head coming up last. Right up into our mountain pose. bring the essence of the mountain, immovable, heavy, powerful. Able to withstand weather on top of it. Inhale. And fold. Immediately step the left foot all the way back. High lunge. The right foot is forward. Activate the inner leg line. Wrap right arm over left. Eagle. Eagle arms and inner leg activation. Unwind, hands to the mat, rock it out. Round 2, right arm over left. Push the elbows forward. Unwind. And relax, bounce it out. Last one, right over left. Push the elbows out. Maybe look up. And unwind all the way down. Low lunge, left knee to the floor, left knee, left toenails to the floor. So just bring the hands to the right knee. Get long in the spine. Lengthen through the left groin. And sit back over your left leg for half split. Stay here working the left heel like isometrically back towards the right hip, or mix and match and come into full. Doing the same thing. Alternating, contracting through the inner leg seam and letting go. Small looking movement, but it's a lot of work. And we'll come back to half here. Push back to the front, tuck the left toes under, drop the knee between the hands for pigeon. Pad the left block under the right hip if you need. And today we're just going to drop right into passive. So resting the forehead on something solid. Immediately let go to the mat. Invite any tension or heavy thoughts or heavy feelings to drain from the body. And take the hands under the shoulders. Breath up, look up, take a little tiny back bend. Tuck the left toes through vinyasa or simply to down dog. And going for the other side, bend the left knee, open hip. Swing through, left foot between the hands, high lunge. pull these both heels into about right in the middle where they would meet. Left arm wraps over to right this time. Strong through the inner leg seam. Unwrap. And release, bounce. And again, left over right. And release. And last time, left over right. Work those inseams. And release down, right knee down, right toes down. Take the hands to the left knee. Lengthen through the right groin. Take a tall spine, proud look forward. And we'll take that back to half splits. Alternate. Relaxing and activating this isometric pull of the heel back towards the left hip. Overtake it a little bit further. And leaning back. Half split. Come forward. Tuck the right toes just to get you settled with your knee between the hands. And a little elevation under the left hip. Jam. Block under there. Otherwise, rest the head down. Scan for, again, any unwanted heaviness in the body. And see if that can just drop down right out of the body and down into the earth. It can be recycled, dealt with, digested by a larger force than yourself. Hands under the shoulders. Take the gaze forward. Roll onto the left hip. Swing the legs forward. And let me try to remember this one move. Let's see. Okay, so start like with both hands in cactus and the feet in like a modified Navasana. And what we're going to do is we come to shoot between the legs into a wide V. And let's do 2 pulses. And then we come back to starting. So the hands are really, they're very articulate in their cactus. And then the knees close. So it'll be like pulse, pulse, back to starting. Pulse, pulse, knees together, hands down. Pulse, pulse, back to starting. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Nice. Just keep the hands where they are, and side to side with the D's stacked. Two more. Lift the feet, soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Take the hands under the butt. Pulse up, so we'll do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, halfway there. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Baddha Konasana to rest, soles of the feet together. Take the hands to the belly. Roll the head side to side. Take the soles of the feet to the floor for bridge. Try to graze the heels with your fingertips. Inhale, lift the hips and the fingers overhead. And then roll slowly back all the way down. And like that, peel off. And roll down. And peel off. To stay, you can bring the hands under the hips or clasped. Breathe here. Calm poise in the face. And release the hands, roll down. Knock knees together for a moment. Keep the feet wide, but windshield wiper now. The knees apart. Feet back together, hands under the hips. Rock to kick over. Plow. And then if they're not already there, hands to the low back. 2 points of toes to the ceiling. And to come out, come back out through plow. And knees into the chest, rock side to side. Or rock forward to back. And then all the way up. Take the right sole of the foot into the left inner thigh. Turn the belly over the left thigh. Hinge down at the hips. Grab for your leg or for your feet. If you're where I'm at, you can cross the hands and hold either side of the foot. Fully round here. On your exhales, continue to turn the left belly over the left thigh more. Release the hands and roll up. Drop the left earlobe to the left top shoulder for a moment. And straighten out the head, switch feet, left foot in to an L shape. Turn over the right thigh and fold. Rolling up. Tip your right earlobe to the right top shoulder. And coming last to a wide V, or if that isn't happening for you, you can do a Baddha Konasana, seated soles of the feet together. If you're in the wide V, like we like to take it slow here, extend the arms in front of you. Think about folding from the hip crease and not from the back. And then watch as you give yourself permission to hinge at the hips. Just watch it happen, any amount. If you have a lot of time, this is a great yin pose to drape over a bolster or a few pillows and then just literally hang out here for like 5 or 7 minutes and just let that fascia really release slowly over time. It's a super good practice. But in any case, go slow. And then use your hands to help you press back up to upright. Help your legs out of this. Shake them out a little. And close here. You can sit on your shins or in cross-legged, tall spine. Take a round of same microcosmic orbit breathing we began with. So that's a strong inhale up the spine, up to the crown of the head, and then a gentle wash down the front. Connecting at the perineum. Take another 2 rounds. And we can release that practice. Thanks for joining me today. I will see you guys soon, I hope.
Thanks, Lisa.
You're welcome. Hope you guys have a good week.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.